Good evening, madam.
Yes, good evening, Aushadi.
Madam, give me few minutes to introduce about yourself to the learner.
Sure.
Um, Good evening, all. Today, resource person is Ms.Poornima Gamaethige. She is a lecturer attached to the Department of Organizational Study, Open University of Sri Lanka. Her areas of specialization are Principle of Management, Contemporary Issues in Management, Knowledge Management, Change Management, and Leadership. Thank you very much, madam, accepting our invitation. Over to you, madam.
Thank you very much, Aushadi, for your kind introduction. So I didn't expect though, right? Thank you very much for coordinating the lecture in that manner. Really appreciate all the efforts taken by your unit. Thank you so much once again. So, Aushadi, may I know how many students are usually there in this batch, including me and another two co-hosts? We have
Yeah,
24. Yeah.
actually, madam, 62 learners are uh, involved in this program. But today, joining only
Around,
24.
yeah,
Yeah,
20. So the number is little bit increasing now, around 62, right?
yeah,
Okay, we'll expect at least 30. The 50% will be there at least. We'll
right.
expect so. Right. Anyway, the lecture is getting recorded, right, Oshadi?
Yeah, madam.
Sorry?
Yeah, madam. It's already recorded.
It's already recorded, right? Okay. And I have already uploaded all the slides to the LMS as well. And just now I shared them with you as well, Roshadi. So anyway, I have uploaded them in the LMS as well. So the learning partners already should have the access to them. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, madam.
Right. Okay. So do you want me to wait couple of minutes or can
Mm,
we start?
Uh, just wait 5 minutes. Can we wait,
Okay.
madam? Yeah,
Sure,
okay.
sure, sure. Okay, I think I believe that we can start the session since the participant count has gone up to 34 and hopefully it will be increasing. So anyway, now Miss Oshadi introduced myself. So I think even for the latecomers, I'll just explain you. I'll just introduce you myself. I'm Poornima, attached to the Department of Organizational Studies of the Faculty of Management Studies. So I'll be conducting your lectures, these 4 lectures on principles of management, as the very first step of your master's journey of your MSc program. So it's really nice to be here with all professionals, with people who already have experience in your respective career and also having some prior academic background, maybe with your bachelor's, with your first degree. So before starting off with the lecture, I think it's really good to have mutual understanding about each other. So you know that I'm a lecturer and I'm from an academic background. And before joining this academia, I worked at Hemas as well. So I have a little bit of industry experience as well. So then y'all are from the industry, I believe. There can be, I think most of you may be from uh, yes, I can't say actually most of you. You may be from government sector or from private sector. Anyway, uh, I believe and I think I know you are having a vivid kind of a vast array of experience with you. So what we are going to do in this lecture is I'll deliver the theory part to you, and thereafter you can share your experience with me and with everybody in this classroom. Then we will learn from each other. We will discuss the theory, we will analyze theory, we will criticize theory, and we'll learn how theories can be applied into your real world. So since this is a continuing education course, there's no final examination for you. There is a project for you. So it is also already uploaded in the LMS. Before moving into the lesson, I think I should explain you how this LMS thing works. You may have already known since you have done your undergraduate. So I think you are already familiar with the LMS. So I'll just refer to it and I'll just show you the resources that we have uploaded and also especially the project that you want to complete. So, even in that project, when you go through, you will understand that it's not just repeating the theory. It's all about applying the theory to your own with your own experience, to your own working environment. So that is the practice that I'm having in lectures too. So rather than me preaching all the theories, I'll just explain the concepts in a very simple manner. Then we can discuss with each other whether it's applicable to you, whether it's not applicable to you, because always all theories are not applicable to all the working conditions. So we can have that discussion like that. Then we learn from each other. We'll have intellectual discussions at the classroom. So therefore, I really expect that all of you will contribute to all 4 lectures that we are going to have today. And when I'm doing the lecture, you will understand, you will see that my style is not to read through the slides, even though we have slides. Usually, my pattern is explaining the concepts like a story by linking concept to concept, explain you all the concept as a story, drawing the things on paint canvas, showing you the videos and discuss the things. That's my way of teaching, that's my way of doing lecture. So half a way we can discuss whether that lecturing pattern is okay with you or not. But if it's not okay with you, there's no point in continuing it. So we can discuss how we can proceed further, because I think we are also back from work. I'm also have returned from work. So it's kind of a tired day, and therefore, so to make this discussion interactive, we'll try our best. So I expect your cooperation as well. So, before starting off with the lecture, before showing you the LMS, before discussing about the assignment requirement and everything, I would love to know about all of you. I love to know who my class comprises of. So, I'll just call your names. Please tell me, especially what you're doing currently, your current job role, current working place, and about your first degree. I just want to know whether you're having this business management background earlier. So your first degree and your current job experience, job role. That's what I wanted to know. So shall I start with quickly A and C Amarasinghe? I'll just switch off my own video. If you want, you can open your video and you can introduce. Otherwise, it's not. Anyway, for the time being, I'll switch off my one. Yes,
Hello.
Samrasika? Yeah.
Can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, madam. I'm working as an engineer in Sri Lanka Ports Authority.
Ah.
Yes, and I got my graduation, first graduation from University of Moratuwa.
Mm-hmm. Engineering, right?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so right, okay. Thank you very much, Amarasinghe, for initiating the forum. So when we are conducting the lecture, I believe you all will contribute with your experience, okay? Okay, then we have Adil Akil. I don't know whether I pronounce your name correctly. Is it Adil?
Yes, yes. Hi, Miss.
Two Akils are there, right?
No,
Adil.
Adil.
Yeah, Adil. Another
Akil is my dad's
Akil.
name. Akil is my dad's name.
No, in the participants list, there is another Akil Mobile, something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Now you two can get to know each other, two Akils, okay?
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, Adil, first of all, go ahead with your
Yeah.
introduction.
So my background is from mainly banking, and I have done my MBA in business, international business. I work for a bank. I actually was working as a broker in Sri Lanka for quite some time. Now I'm based in Qatar, working for an elevator company and handling part of the supply chain for them.
Right. Very good, very good. Then you can bring us the international experience as well. Okay, Adil?
Probably, yes. Sure.
Okay, then the Akil too.
Yeah.
It's like Thompson and Thompson, na? Akil and Akil.
Yes, something like that. So I did my bachelor's in quantity surveying and construction economics. Then currently I'm working as a project controls lead, and I'm handling procurement part, supply chain management, as well as QS contract. So generally, I'm looking over many areas, and I'm handling a five-star hotel project in UAE.
UAE. Ah, right. Okay. Nice. Okay. Then we have Asanka Vasalatilaka, right? Yes.
Hello.
Hi,
Good
Asanka.
evening, Miss.
Good
evening.
evening.
Hi. Good evening. Yes. So I'm working for Deloitte Sri Lanka. It's one of the top international audit firms and consultancy firms. So I'm into finance transformation and supply chain and procurement process transformation kind of consultancy work. That's why I wanted to, follow this MSc. My degree is from University of Sri Jayewardenepura, accountancy special.
Accountancy.
Yes.
I'm from Japura Business Administration Department.
Oh, I see.
Nice to see a Japura guy here.
Nice to meet you. Yes.
Okay, right. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Asanka. Okay, then we have Ashok.
Hi, good evening.
Hi, good evening, Ashok.
Yeah, I'm Ashok Ranathan. I worked, I have 14 years experience in government sector. I'm working as a project manager. And now currently I'm working for a international company, Oral IT, working as a senior project manager. My first degree is a Bachelor of Information Technology.
Okay, having kind of IT background too.
Correct, yes.
Okay, sure. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Then, okay, we have Chaminda Dasanayaka.
Good evening, madam.
Good evening.
I'm from the Dasanayak and currently I am working in Sri Lanka Ports Authority as a civil engineer. Passed out from University of Moratuwa, and at present I am involved in some major projects at the port of Colombo. So this MSc and things will be a great help for my career.
Yes. So are you friends? Chaminda and Amrasingh, are you friends? Are you working colleagues at
Yes,
ports?
this is the first time I hear Samar Singh. Actually, I can't remember from his name, but maybe
Okay.
known to him. Yes.
Amrasingh, what's your good name? ANC Amrasingh.
I'm Nuan.
Hari Hari. I know you from the name your wife, Mr. Nuan, not Amar Singh. It's known
See,
to me,
this is
madam.
the beauty of master's class. You get to
Yes,
know each other and you build networks here itself. Right?
yes, really.
That should be the final outcome of an MBA classroom, having
Mm,
network. Right?
okay.
Okay. Then Chamodi Vijay Kumar.
Hi, good evening.
Hi, good evening.
I'm Chamodi Vijayakon and I'm graduated from Coventry University, UK by following Bachelor of Quantity Surveying and Commercial Management. Currently, I'm working as a cost manager in cost consultant firm.
Right. Okay, good. Thank you very much, Chamodi. Then we have Dilanka Jayaratna.
Hi, Miss. Good evening.
Good evening.
I'm Dilanka Jayaratna. I completed my postgraduate diploma in last year. Currently, I'm working as a senior merchandiser as a Brandix.
Brandix.
Yes.
Right. Okay. I believe you will be able to share many experience with us.
Sure. Still I'm on my way to home.
Sorry?
Still I'm on my way to home.
It's not a bit clear, Dilanka.
Hello?
Yeah, Dilanka.
Still I'm on my way to home.
Right. That may be the reason. Okay. Go home safely while listening to the lecture. Okay. Then we have Dinesh.
Good evening, madam. I'm
Good evening,
Dinesh
Dinesh.
Ranavira.
Okay.
I passed out from University of Moratuwa again 2007, and we have now two colleagues from University of Moratuwa.
Yes.
Happy to hear that one.
Yeah.
And I started my journey with engineering background. Then after I moved to Oman, now I converted my journey to quantity survey field. Now I am in a consultancy firm as a senior contract engineer. So again, this MSc would be a good opportunity to get my career in the next level.
Of course.
So I believe this one would have a good opportunity.
Yeah, of course.
So nice to meet all others. Actually, we have 62 people here. I mean, 62 colleagues here. So
Yes.
happy to hear that all from here. Thank you, madam.
Exactly. Yes. So, meanwhile, you are completing your MBA, maybe doing assignments, projects, exams, and everything. At the end of the MBA, bring all these network, connection, fellowship, this relationship with your colleagues. Keep that until the end of your journey. So, in my point of view, I think that's the most important thing that you should take from an MBA, right? You can see now there are people who are working in your same organization who have graduated from your same universities, so from different countries. So have that network with you. Okay, with that, we go to Gayandra Sanjana. Gayan Rasanchan. Seems not. Then Gunaratna.
Good evening, all of you.
Yeah, what's your good name?
I'm Madhushika.
Malshika.
Madhushika.
Madhushika. Okay, Madhushika, go ahead.
I'm currently work as an assistant divisional secretary at Divisional Secretariat KGOL, and my bachelor's done at Open University, Bachelor of Science. Previously, I worked as assistant secretary at Ministry of Agriculture in the procurement field, especially fertilizer field.
Right. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, getting more colors into the rainbow of our classroom. Thank you. Then KH Fonseca.
Hi, good evening, madam.
Good evening.
Yeah, I'm Hasif Fonseca. I'm working at Love Supermarkets as a category assistant manager, category and merchandising. I have completed my Bachelor of Science Finance degree in the University of Miami in 2018. Hereafter I started my career finance field, and I shifted to the category management in 2020.
Right. Okay. Nice. Thank you so much. Then we have Subramaniam. K. Subramaniam.
Good evening, madam.
Good evening.
I am Subramaniam. I graduated from University of Moratuwa. I graduated my specialization is civil engineering. At present, I am working as the director of irrigation, Trincomalee region, the irrigation department.
Right, very good. So the count of people who have graduated from Moratuwa is increasing, Dinesh, right? You can count more people. Right.
Yes, it is now 4.
Yes, count it. ඉස්සර පෙරහැරේ අලි ගණන් කරනවා වගේ you can count it. Okay. Right, then we have Kirupakaran. I don't know. I'm sorry whether I pronounce your name.
Yes, good evening, madam. Kirupakaran.
Kirupakaran.
Yes.
Yes, Kirupakaran. Yes, go ahead.
Yes, I am from Jaffna. I am working as a chief accountant, district secretary at Jaffna. And I graduated from University of Jaffna, Bachelor of Business Administration.
Right, right. Another person from my area, business admin.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you
Yes.
so much, Kirupakaran.
Welcome.
Then, okay. We have Saravanamuttu. What's your first name? How to pronounce that?
Good evening, madam.
Good evening.
Leviton.
Leviton.
Yes.
Okay, Leviton. Please go ahead.
I'm a dental surgeon. Graduated from University of Peradeniya in dental surgery. Currently, I'm working as the in charge of the quality management unit of teaching hospital Batiklo. Batiklo, yes.
Okay. Ayyo, if you stayed here, I would have come to you. I have some problems in one of my teeth as well.
Pay visit Batiklo.
Okay, then thank you very much. Then we have Mahesh Indunil. Mahesh Indunil.
Yes, madam. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, good evening, madam. So I am Mahesh Indunil. So graduated from the University of Colombo. So first my degree is business administration. So currently I working as a senior procurement officer in the climate smart agriculture project under purview of the Ministry of Agriculture.
Okay, right. Again, my count goes up from business administration side. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you, Mahesh.
Okay,
Right.
thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, then we have, please correct me if I'm pronouncing your name in incorrect way. Is it Maswood Hassan?
Yes. Yes, Miss. Good evening, and my colleagues.
Good
This is
evening.
Maspood.
Maswood, right?
Maswood, yes.
Okay, okay.
Currently, I'm working in KSA as a acting head of SME and corporate banking sector.
Right.
My first degree is HND, I did, which is equal to BCom. Then second master I did at Southeastern University, MBA General, and this is my second master.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much, and happy to see you here. And okay, then we have Radhika Gunawardana. Oh, Radhika or Radhika.
I'm not very.
I'm sorry, it's Radhika.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
so
not because
sorry.
you know yeah, I graduated from University of Kerala, Faculty of Science, specializing in business engineering. So
Okay.
currently, I'm working as an assistant manager in system implementation, chemical, and artificial intelligence.
Right, right, right. Okay, thank you very much. Then we have Mufazir Ahamato Ahmed. I'm sorry, how to pronounce it?
Hi, good evening to
Hi,
all. This is Mufazir Ahmed.
Ahmed.
Yes,
Okay, right. Yes,
I am
Mufazir.
working as a lead quantity surveyor at Elegancia Group in Qatar,
Okay.
and I'm holding my bachelor's in quantity surveying. So I used to involve in the procurement in our business unit. So I wish to do the masters in procurement as well, and I'm in the planning of do the CIPS as well. So
Right.
I guess this will help to enhance my career.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Then we have Rashmi. Rashmi. No. Then Ratnayaka. Ratnayaka.
Good evening, madam.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
am
WKAM Ratnayaka, right?
yes, yes.
But there is another Ratnayaka before you. But anyway, just go ahead. No issue.
I am Anusha Ratnayaka.
Right.
My first degree is Bachelor of Business Administration, is Special Accounting and Finance.
Right.
Currently, I am working as an accountant at National Productivity Secretariat Office.
Right, right. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Then we have, what about the other Ratnayaka?
Good evening, madam.
Good evening. What?
Upali Ratnaik.
Yeah, Upali Ratnayaka. Okay, Upali, go ahead.
I am a Bachelor of University of Pune as administration. Currently, I am working Milko Private Limited as the manager stores.
Right. Okay. Stores, right?
Oh, yes.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much, Upali. Then we have Rikas Tajuddin.
Yeah, good evening, all.
Good evening, Rikas.
I'm Rikas Tajuddin. I'm currently in KSA working as a quantity surveyor, and I pursued my BSc Honors Quantity Surveyor degree in United Kingdom in 2013.
Okay.
And currently, my hobby is I want to complete my one of master degrees, and I got this opportunity.
Okay.
So that's
Nice.
it.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much, Rikas. And
Thank you.
next we have Sandun Herat.
Good evening. I'm
Good
Sandun
evening.
Nerat. I'm graduated from Wayamba University in accounting and business finance. Now I'm currently working in a supply branch of Defense Ministry.
Defense Ministry. Which
Yes.
branch?
Supply branch of Defense.
At headquarters, Battaramulle.
Yes.
Okay. So my Akka is also working there.
Okay, good to know.
Okay. So, right. Then we have Senali Gunathilka. Senali, I think even though you have sent me a message, I didn't call your name if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, now you can introduce yourself. Senali Gunathilaka.
Sorry for the background sound. I'm on the way to my home.
Okay, no issue.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Senali Gunathilaka, graduated from IMB University of Sri Lanka, Faculty of Technology. Currently, I'm working Sri Lanka Private Limited as a business associate.
Right. Okay. Thank you so much, Senali. Then we have Situmini Gamage.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
I'm working as a purchasing and administration officer for an Australian-based company. I'm working from home. I have completed my postgraduate diploma in business management in University of Colombo.
All right. Good, good, good. Thank you. And then we have CRJ.
Yeah, good evening, Miss. This is Shad. I completed my degree in the stream of business administration, specialization marketing management at Eastern University. I'm working as a showroom manager at Royal Ceramics Bettical branch.
Royal Ceramics. Okay.
Yes,
Thank you very much. Yeah.
thank you,
Then
Miss.
we have it Subasan. Is it the way that I should call it?
Good evening, madam. I am Subhasan.
Subasan.
Yeah,
Okay, Subasan. Please go ahead.
I am from Jaffna. I work as a procurement accountant in Jaffna District Secretariat. My first degree, Bachelor of Business Management, University of Jaffna.
Right. Okay. And Rashmi has sent an introduction about herself, having HRM background and people's insurance, and currently working in Kuwait as a warehouse coordinator. Thank you, Rashmi. And then we have Udani Disanayaka.
Hi.
Hello, Udani. Yes.
Yeah, am I clear to you?
Sorry?
Am I clear?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm a chartered architect and currently working at Urban Development Authority, NWP. And I'm also secured my degree from University of Morato as an architect, Bachelor of Architecture.
Architecture.
Yeah.
Right. Interesting.
Yeah, because I'm doing a sort of a managerial level at the Urban Development Authority. So yeah, want to know about procurement.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank
Okay.
you.
It's
Thank you,
really
ma'am.
good to
Thank you.
have different colors in your life.
Yeah, sure. Hopefully.
Okay, then.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Thank you so much. Then we have Amila Vijayaratna.
Hello.
Yes, Amila.
Hello, good evening, Miss. My name is Pravatha Mila. I am working Urban Settlement Development Authority, Content Survey. I am degree Content Survey, Wolverhampton University.
Right. Okay. Another colleague from Urban Development Authority, right? UDA.
Yeah, but yeah.
Do you know each other?
I don't think so because he's in head office, right?
I am working, but different officers. We are Urban Settlement Development Authority.
Okay.
That is 9th floor. I think
Yeah, we are from 7th floor.
Same
You
building.
can even discuss your floors here, right?
No, I'm from NWP. I'm from Kurunagala.
Yes.
Yeah, we are always going to Satsiripai, of course.
Right,
I can find you, yeah. Hopefully.
Yes.
Right. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Even before you completing your MBA, you can find other friends, right?
Yes, of course. Thank you.
That's really nice. Yeah, very nice. I'm very happy to see that in my very first class. Okay, then we have Tarini. I think we missed you, Tarini.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. I am
Okay.
Tharini Vaihunden. I am working as quantity surveyor at National Water Supply and Drainage Board. I got degree in quantity surveying from University of Morato.
Right. Okay. Thank you, Tarini. Then we have Gayandra Sanjana. Did you introduce yourself, Gayan? Not again. Chaturaka. Is it Chaturaka? I think
Yes, yes, of course.
I'm on my way to home.
Okay,
can you all hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry for the disturbance because the noise is there. I'm civil engineer by profession. Uh, uh,
Again from Mora.
yes, Mora, but I did diploma from University of Morto, then my first degree from Open University Sri Lanka, Faculty of Engineering. Then I completed my MBA from University of Colombo. Then I have another project management MSc also. Then I currently I'm into this procurement and works procurement really because we are handling a lot of work procurement related activities in my office. Now I'm working for central bank. Yes, that's my.
Currently, you're at Central Bank.
Yes.
Okay, nice, nice, nice. සල්ලි ටිකක් එහෙම හොයාගන්න පුළුවන් අපිට.
Okay.
Okay, so dear colleagues, dear friends, now I think usually in my master's classes, I take this first half an hour for this introduction. It's really worthy, it's really effective. On one way, we can get to know each other and we can have a friendly rapport. This is the first time that y'all are meeting me, I'm meeting you, y'all are meeting all of you, I mean, you each other. So when you have a very casual introduction chat like this, it naturally builds a rapport, a friendly rapport between all of us. So it's really useful and effective to continue our discussion for the rest of the 2.5 hours and also for the next upcoming days as well. So I believe so, and I really enjoyed to hear. Really enjoyed hearing all of you, to get to know all of you. So with that, again, before moving on to the lecture or theory part and everything, I'll just show you the LMS page that you should refer time to time, right? Actually, you should be familiar and thorough with this LMS page. I believe you can see my screen. Can you see this LMS page?
Yes, we do.
Right, okay. So in your LMS page, you can, I have given you a small introduction note and my email can be found under this contact information section, right? So for any issue clarification, you can send me an email. And most importantly, the important announcements are published under this announcement section. So for the time being, I had no specific announcement to be given to you, but I have given you some welcome notes under announcement section. So the time being, if we have important things to be communicated to you, it will be uploaded under this announcement section. So please check that. Then under course information, you can find out the activity schedule and the content of the course under this section. In the activity schedule, you have the activity schedule pertaining to my course, okay? To Principles of Management course. So the date, time, Zoom link, all those things are available here under this activity schedule and the content of this lecture series. Those are mentioned under course information. Then more importantly, this learning resources. You should refer to this learning resources. This is where I have uploaded all the slides that I'm going to refer to during the next, including today, for all these 4 days. We are having 4 days to conduct your lecture. So I have uploaded all PPTs straight away, right? Because this is not an undergraduate classroom. Like after doing the lecture, we upload the PowerPoint to the LMS for undergraduates because they are not that much keen on having interactive learning and attending lectures. But you are professionals. This is an MBA class, so I have straight away uploaded. At the same time, I have uploaded some additional readings, additional videos, readings. So please refer to them as well. Watch those videos and read those articles. They will help you to answer your assignment as well. Not only to answer your assignment, just to expand your experience and knowledge as well. So apart from the main slides, PPTs, refer to those additional learning resources as well. And then thereafter, after conducting this lecture, you will get the recordings of this lecture as well. And importantly, I have I believe you should be able to see the assignment. Just check in your LMS. I have already made it available. So you should be able to see this document, right? So this deadline has been given by the unit, MSc unit. So I have mentioned it here, 31st August. And the assignment is here, this PDF document, right? It's all about practical application of learned knowledge, and also not only the learned knowledge, the contemporary knowledge. It's about technology, AI and everything, and how to integrate it with your job role, which goes with procurement, planning, inventory management, supply chain, like as relating to your own job area. I have given you the assignment by coupling the knowledge of technology as well. Actually, this assignment is a very practical one. And there's no hard and fast theories. So what you learn in the classroom, what we discuss in the classroom, plus what you know, what you explore, what you experience, it should be included in your assignment. Then once you complete your assignment, please upload it in this Dropbox. You can see mini project submission Dropbox 2526. You can see the deadline again mentioned here, 31st August before 12. So you go to this Dropbox and submit your assignment here. Under the Dropbox also, I have uploaded the assignment document. So you can refer to this assignment document or this assignment document. Both are same. I have just uploaded the same document to the two places. However, submit your assignment to the Dropbox. Okay, so these are the important components of the LMS page: announcement, course information, learning resources, and the assignment section. Assignment and the Dropbox. Those are much important for you to refer to and work with. And please work on time. And so, have any one of you referred to the assignment by now? Anyone just check the assignment?
Yes, gone through.
Go through. So, what do you think about the assignment, Dinesh? Dinesh or Ashok? Who said that?
Yeah, I just said that.
Ashok, right.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ashok. Please, what's your idea on the assignment?
As you say, it's a request most about the practical thing. So that how I can incorporate the AI and the management principles to my job, that role, I have to elaborate it into the assignment.
Exactly. So, your experience, your exposure plus try to bring some concepts that we discuss, and more importantly, bring some additional knowledge and show me that you have referred to other videos, other articles. Just show me that you have expanded your knowledge on the given area of the assignment, and then secondly show me that you have the capability to apply those things to your own job. Third one, then reflect your critical understanding, your criticism, critical perspectives through your assignment. So the first thing, you have to show me that you have you have applied your things. That means you have understood the practicality and applicability of the assignment. Then you have learned something, you have referred to additional things, then you can apply it to your own job. Then you can critically reflect your experience and your ideas. That's what I needed in your assignments, right? So I thought of explaining that requirement at the start of the lecture itself, so that you can keep it in your mind when you are attending the lectures as well. Lecture ke inna kottama, please understand that what my discussion style is and what I expect from your project as well. So practicality, ability to apply theories to practical context, and then critically reflecting it back. That's what I expect from you all. Okay. Okay. Then having keep it in your mind, now officially let's start our discussion. A theoretical discussion, I mean a lecture. So actually in these slides, there's nothing more. You can keep the slides just as a guide, right? But what you want to grab and what you want to write down, what you want to take the screenshots is what I really elaborate to you. The things I discuss with you, things your friends share during the classroom, and the things that I draw on the paint canvas. Those are the things that you want to catch, that you want to write down, note down. Okay, so now our subject is principles of management. Principles of management. Now, you may have heard this term 100,000 or more than that times in your lifetime, right? Management, management, management. So in simple terms, right, management is everywhere. Not only in your job, management is there at your home. If you are a spouse, managing your better half, it's also management. Managing your kids, it's also management. Managing your in-laws, so your relations, your neighbor, it's also management. So management is everywhere, in every aspect of our lives. That same as in the organizations as well. So in simple terms, what's your simple idea on management? What is that? Anyone can freely talk. So this is an interactive session. We are going to freely discuss. So same like the friendly rapport that we created during the self-introduction session. Just unmute yourself and talk. Your own idea on management. What's that?
Management is all about planning, leading, organizing, and controlling your assets or your money and your life or your daily activities to the best interest of yourself, your company, and your family.
Yes, that's great. That's a very good initiative. Thank you so much for that initiative, and also for that interesting and impressive explanation.
Thank
Right?
you.
Okay, then who else?
So I would like to add some addition for that to discuss that expressed by him. So reaching some goal to achieve the objective with using the resources, available resources. With using
Okay,
the
right.
resources to achieve the goal, the
Right.
process of management.
Okay, thank you so much, Mahesh. Then Rashmi also saying achieving goals effectively, efficiently. And I'm sorry, I think we have missed one person, Pujita Uduvana. Right? He had sent a message saying he is Pujita Uduvana and having own company called Savinda Enterprises related to construction and identity from University of Moroto. I'm not sure whether Pujit is here with us. Anyway, okay. Welcome. We welcome Pujita as well. Okay, anyone else? Now we got 3 responses from management.
Actually, I want to add to that what my other colleagues explained. While we are managing, we need to have some discipline that which we need to have good discipline to manage something. That is somewhat we need to do during management.
Right. That's a very good point of view. That opened up something else, a new way to look at management. To the traditional explanation, you added something, I mean, not new, another different uh, point of view. Thank you so much, Dinesh. Yes, dear friends, actually, as I said, management is everywhere, right? Now, while doing this discussion, let me open the paint canvas. Can you see this paint canvas?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. Yes, colleagues, as you said, management is everywhere and it's having different aspects to be considered. So now think this is you. You as a person in your personal life, in your day-to-day activities, or in your family life, in your career, right? Your, daily, you have things to be achieved. On day-to-day activities, you have things to be achieved. So you have to achieve some short-term goals or targets. Then you have some mid-term things to be achieved. Then finally, you have some long-term goals, objectives to be achieved. So actually, the dream of your life is to achieve this very end of your life at the end, right? So it may be different from person to person. So your final dream is to achieve that in your personal life. So to accommodate that process, we may have entered into something called an organization to do our job. That's the simple way of our lives. To achieve our dreams, we have entered this organization. So this organization can be something governed by another person or by us. That means it can be one of our own organizations, or it can be that we are working in another company which is governed, which is owned by another person or set of people. So even when you want to achieve your personal goals in your life, when you want to achieve your dreams in your life, of course, what you do is management. Why I say so? Because in order to reach this final target of your life, this is your final target of your life. For that, you have different resources with you. Right? Different resources, both tangible, intangible resources. So think about them. So your physical energy, your knowledge, your creativity, your cognitive capacity, then time, information you have, money, and machinery, and your relationships, your network, all tangible, intangible resources support you to reach that final goal of your life, final dream of your life. But at the same time, you have to understand that these resources are not ample in your life, right? So let's say amount of money you have, time you have, even the relationships you have, other physical resources, maybe machinery, lands and everything, and even your cognitive capacity, your knowledge, skill, abilities, all those things are limited, right? They are not unlimited. So then here the game starts. Since the resources available with you, since they are limited, since the available resources to you are limited, right? That means these resources are scarce, then the issue starts. Then here the game starts. So for this game, we simply call management. What is that game? The game is you have to utilize these limited resources that you have, right? You have to utilize these limited resources that you have so that you can achieve your final dream. That is the game of management. Okay, then in order to play that game, right? In order to play that game, in theoretical terms, in learning aspects, we say there are mainly four things, four functions, four areas that we need to complete. When we complete these four areas, when we complete these four functions, then we can play the entire management game. That is where the four functions of management come. And we identify them as POLC. P, O, then L, C. These are the four wings of the management game. POLC. What are they? P refers to planning. O refers to organizing. L refers to leading. And C refers to controlling. Planning, organizing, leading, controlling. When you play these four stages of your game, then you can completely play the management game. It's like maybe a computer game. Four stages are there: POLC, planning, organizing, leading, controlling. Once you complete them successfully, yes, of course, you can play this management game successfully. Why you have to do that? Because you have something to achieve. To achieve that, you have resources, but dear friends, those resources are limited. That's why you have to play this game, right? Then by playing this game, by playing this management game, what you can do is you will be able to utilize these resources efficiently and effectively. Efficiently and effectively. That means by playing this game, you can reach the efficiency and effectiveness of which මොකේ efficiency, the මොකේ effectiveness ද ඔයා මේ reach කරන්න යන්නේ. So by playing this management game, you can achieve efficiency. Efficiency means the ability of you to get maximum output from the given input. What is that? So efficiency is something like this. What is the output that you can gain for the amount of input or the resources that you utilize in your process? That means, let's say, now you are running a garment factory. Your inputs are fabric, the needles, what do you call, yarn, and labor hours, machine hours, electricity, land, money. All those things are the inputs or the resources. Resources, there should be an R. So those are the inputs that you include into your manufacturing process. So as a result, by inserting inputs to your production process, you get output. This output can be the good or service that you manufacture. But if we discuss little bit further, this output represent not only the goods and service, value of the goods and services that you produce. By going further, it can be the wealth that you generate for your owners. It can be the amount of jobs that you have created. It can be the social benefits that you have created. So this outcome refers to, or it represents a vast array of outcomes of your process, of your production process. So what is meant by efficiency is your ability to get maximum output out of your limited inputs. We said these resources, these inputs are limited, right? That is why you have to play this management game. So if you want to play this management game and get the maximum use out of these limited resources, you have to pay attention to these two factors, which are efficiency and effectiveness. Efficiency means what? Getting the maximum outcome for the given input. So when achieving that efficiency, understand that you have to minimize or you have to avoid waste and defects. When you use limited resources and when you are going to get maximum outcome out of that, then it's obvious that you have to avoid waste of input and you have to avoid mistakes or defects that you do during your manufacturing process, during your production process. That is all about efficiency. How you are going to achieve outputs by from limited inputs without having waste and defects. And then the other arm of this game is effectiveness. Effectiveness means how far you have achieved your goal and objective. Now, you are doing all these things to reach your short-term, mid-term and long-term goals, right? You are doing all these to achieve your final dream in your life. So, if we apply the effectiveness concept, it tells us your ability, it measures your ability to reach your desired goals, reach your prescribed goals and objectives. So how far you have achieved them within that given time frame, that is reflected through effectiveness. So as same this happens in your personal life, this is what happens in an organization too. So in organizations, yes, of course, organizations are having inputs. Organizations are having inputs. So, right? Then by including these inputs within the organization, you create a kind of a manufacturing process, or you develop an operational process. Okay? Finally, here you get the outcome. Here you get the outcome of your process. That is outputs. Maybe the goods or services that you produce. Or else, apart from that, as I told you, there can be numerous aspects as your outputs or outcomes. The wealth of the owner, social responsibility, well-being of the employees. Likewise, there can be some other broader outcomes as well. So, now the story that we discussed under your personal life can be applied to the organizations as well. This is what we are learning in this course. So all these concepts are everywhere, even in your personal life. But for the purpose of teaching and learning, we are restricting all these concepts. So we are discussing all these concepts related to business organizations. Otherwise, we don't have a boundary to discuss. Personal lives වල ඕඩ තරම් දේවල් we can discuss. But to limit our discussion and to achieve the target of this course at the end of 4 days, you have to achieve something, right? So to achieve that target of this course, we are going to limit our discussion to the business organizations. So then the story of management, we have to limit it. We have to discuss it under the boundary of management, under the boundary of organizations, business organization. So now we'll apply that story that we discussed so far into organizations. Of course, in business organizations also, they have inputs, they have resources. They are limited. From this end, there are goals and objectives to be achieved by that organization as well, right? In this organization also, they have a final dream to be achieved that is reflected through the vision and mission of your organization, their final dream, final state to achieve. So across that path, of course, they have limited inputs. Then within the organization, they perform kind of a production process, manufacturing process, or operational process. Then as a result of that process, you come up with the outcomes of your organization, which enables you, which supports you to reach the final dream of your organization. That is the story of an organization. Since these resources or the inputs of the organization are also limited, what you have to do? You have to apply that management in your organization as well. Then you have to play that management game inside your organization. Then what you are going to do? As the responsible people, responsible officers, responsible authorities, roles of your organization, this is your management game. What? Getting the maximum use out of your limited resources in efficient and effective manner to reach the final goals and objective of your organization. That is the management game. Use or utilize the limited resources efficiently and effectively in order to reach the final goals and objectives of the organization. To facilitate that, to play that game, you have 4 functions to be played, 4 stages to be played. What are they? Planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. So, in a nutshell, in summary form, what is management? So, management it's a huge process. It's a complex process. Complex process of what? Utilizing limited resources efficiently and effectively to achieve the final goals and objectives of the organization by planning, organizing, leading, and controlling organizational activities. Or else we can say management is the process of planning, organizing, leading, and controlling limited organizational resources efficiently and effectively to reach organizational goals and objectives. So there, planning means what? we can discuss these 4 functions elaboratively in upcoming sessions. If I just briefly explain these 4 functions, planning means, practically also, planning means what? We decide what to do something and how to do something. What to do or how to do that thing. And simply, let's assume that you are planning to go on a trip. You decide what to do and how to do that. So that is the simple thing that you do and plan. So in an organizations, time to time, by evaluating the business environment, by looking at the others, by looking at your competitors, by looking at other factors and forces around you, you have to decide, okay, what to do next month, what to do at the end of this year, what to do next year, what to do after 3 years, what to do after 5 years, what to do at the end of 20 years, what to do. So that is planning. They not only what thinking about what to do and also how to do it. So uh, in the next year, if your what to do is opening up a new branch in India, then you have to decide how to do as well. Both those aspects comes under planning, right? What to do is opening up a new branch in India. Then how to do? How to get the legal registration, permission, then how to source employees, whether you are going to send Sri Lankan peoples to Indian branch or whether you are going to recruit Indian people, how to find finance, right? Everything. All those things comes under planning. Then once you do planning, you have to execute it. So most of the times our trips end up at the planning stage, right? At the end, memes වල කියන වගේ, you end up with the WhatsApp group only. But in management for process, after planning, it should be executed. So execution part of planning starts with the organizing function, at the organizing function. Then organizing means now you have decided what to do and how to do it. So organizing means you have to identify the suitable people, suitable resources to achieve that plan. Then you have to allocate them into different jobs, tasks, departments. Then you have to communicate the requirement, right? You have to give them authority, power to perform their tasks. So those aspects comes under organizing. Organize activities inside the organization. Then planning and organizing is not enough to let something happen. You should have a guiding force behind that. That is leading. That is leadership. Right? So that leadership part should be there because you have to motivate people, you have to communicate with them, you have to coordinate the activities. That leadership part, leadership role is a very important component under the management umbrella term, under the entire management process. Otherwise, people do whatever they want in the organization to guide all of them towards the common goal of the organization. You need to have this leadership. Right? Then finally, after doing all these things, time to time you have to check whether your actual performance goes in line with the planned performance. That is controlling. Time to time you check whether your sales volume, sales value is in line with your targets. You check whether your employees' behaviors are up to the standard. You check whether your product quality is up to the standard. So time to time you have to check and confirm whether your actual performance is up to the planned level, up to the desired level. That is controlling. Once you perform, once you combine all these 4 functions only, the entire management game become a success. Right? Now, by keeping all these concepts and stories in your mind, so finally clear out your mind that this management refers to what? It is the entire process of planning, organizing, leading, controlling, of limited organizational resources. That means inputs. Efficiently and effectively. Efficiently and effectively inside the operational process of the organization. In order to achieve the common or the final goals and objectives of the organization. Remember, we are going to achieve a common goal. When we are achieving the common goal of the organization, these individual goals will be able to achieve. Right now, we started the discussion at individual level, then we applied it to the organization. So when the organization is gradually achieving its common goal and objective, the individual people inside that will be able to reach their individual goals and objectives. That is why we need all this planning, organizing, leading, controlling. As one of your colleagues said, that discipline comes here. In order to reach your individual goals, objectives, you should understand that you have to contribute towards the final common goal of the organization. That is why you all are there in the organizations in the capacity of a manager. So, manager's role is to perform this management process, nothing else. Then, who is a manager? Manager is the person who employs or initiate or execute this planning, organizing, leading, controlling activities in an organization in order to utilize the limited resources efficiently and effectively to achieve the final common goal of the organization. Simply put, the person who performs this management process, that person is the manager. So you are working in that capacity. So this is the story behind the management and the manager. Right? So we have come across key terms: limited resources, efficiency, effectiveness, planning, organizing, leading, controlling, a process, right? Management is a process. Then final common goals of the organization. So by combining those key terms together, you can develop the definition for management and also for a manager. Right? Are you clear with that? Are you clear with this explanation? This process and everything. Yes or no? Are you clear or are you confused or are you
Yes.
bored? Please give me your feedback.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
Yes, clear, ma'am.
Are you all okay with this method?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, it is first time we are experiencing, and it is very good. Explanation, and will be. It will be a like a screenshot for in our memory also. It would be.
Yes, actually, that's what I want. This should be a snap in your memory, in your mind. Then you will be able to elaborate at your project or assignment or exam or even at your workplace. That's what I need. So are you all happy, satisfied with that?
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
So,
Yes, of course, sure.
okay, then I'll continue in this manner if you all are okay. If you have any issue, any clarification needed or any dissatisfaction at any point, please let me know. Right? Because අපි දෙගොල්ලන්ගේම time, it's worthy. So if you are not taking anything out of this, ඔයාටත් වැඩක් නැහැ, මටත් වැඩක් නැහැ. Right? So both of us should get the benefit of these 3 hours. Okay, so this is the story of management and a manager. So now if you want, you can take a screenshot of this paint canvas, right? So if you want, you can draw the things with me, or else once I finish explaining and drawing, you can simply take a screenshot, right? Okay, so then I'll take a new canvas. I'll take a new page. Right. Now, manager is the person who initiates or rather executes this management process in an organization. So I told you in this lecture, all these concepts that we discuss, we narrow them down only to business organization, right? So actually, what do you mean by this organization? We are always discussing about organization, management inside the organization. What is an organization then, according to your understanding?
A group of individuals working towards to achieve the goal of the organization, goal of the unit.
Right. So you can bring that, you can take it out from that discussion itself. Neither. Api kata kara. So management is the process of utilizing resources very efficiently, effectively by planning, through planning, organizing, leading, controlling, in order to achieve the final goal and objective of the organization. Then what is organization? Organization is something which is having common goals and objectives to be achieved. So inside that organization, there are resources. There are limited resources. And there are managers who have to perform the management process inside that organization. So by taking main key points, key words, key concepts together, we can simply say organization is something which is having many parties together who have a common goal or an objective to be achieved. So in that sense, in a broader sense, actually, an organization can be anything. Even your family is an organization because it involves different parties, few people working together, living together to achieve a kind of a common purpose in life. Human requirements, common human requirements in life, right? So think about your university, school, even the church, even the temple, anything. All of them are organizations. They are having different parties involved together and they are working towards a common goal, common objective to be achieved. But again, remember, we are narrowing down our discussion to business management. Therefore, we are discussing only about business organizations. Even though your family and everything comes under the big umbrella term of organizations, we focus on business organization. Then, what these business organizations are? Business organization means it's a collection of people, it's a collection of different parties together who are working towards a common goal or objective, most of the time with a profit motive. Most of the time, business organizations are having a profit motive. So these organizations are those limited resources and management process should be there. The person who performs that management process, we identify that person as the manager, as a manager. So, in general terms, we say mainly these managers are in 3 layers. In an organization, we can identify 3 layers of managers or management. As you simply know, it's top management level, then the middle management level, and then finally the lower management level. Then after that, we have non-managerial employees as well in the organization. But remember, this may not be the universal case. This may not be the case of every organization. Sometimes you may not having this middle layer. You may be having just the top managers and others are just employees. Or else you may have top managers, then general managers, then other employees, right? It can be the way now, especially when we think about contemporary organization, which develops with technology, this kind of huge hierarchical processes are not there. They are just employees and the owners, employees and the leaders. So they are working like teams. So in teams, they have other team members and one leader. That is how those organizations work. But just for the purpose of studying, we identify, we discuss, or we introduce that in an organization, these 3 layers of managers are there. So top managers, what they do is they are the people who make strategic decisions, strategic plans for the organization. That means top managers are the people who analyze the environment, who evaluate the environment, who foresee the future, who forecast the future. And they are the people who develop long-term goals, objectives, targets for the organizations. Right? Then, after these top managers, under them, we have middle level managers. So once these top managers, they identify the environment, they foresee the things, they develop long-term plans. Once they do it, they communicate it to the middle level manager. So these top managers are like chairman, what else? The director and president in an organization. Likewise, there can be different positions, different designations, names. However, the people who hold the the holistic responsibility of the organization, they are the top managers, CEO, likewise. Then once they make those decisions, once they make those plans, they communicate it to the middle layer. Most of the time, this middle layer comprises of departmental level managers like HR manager, marketing manager, finance manager, maybe you are all right, procurement manager. So I'm sorry, I don't know much about your specific area, which is supply chain, procurement, and so on. Now, after I explain these things, you have to tell me what is happening in your organizations, right? So I think you are all also comes under this middle layer. So you are handling a department. You are managing a particular department, a division, a set of employees who are working under one division. So if you are doing so, you comes under this middle manager. So they are planning, they are developing tactical plans. These top managers, they are developing strategic plans for the long term, by analyzing the big environment, big business environment. After analyzing, forecasting, they are developing big and long-term goals, objectives. These middle level managers, they develop mid-term objectives to be achieved. They take care of their individual departments. So they prepare usually departmental level plans or tactical plans. Right? Department level plans. Right? Then once they develop their department-wise plans, they communicate it to the lower level managers. Lower level managers are the people who directly, daily basis, who work with other normal employees. Say for an example, in a garment factory, supervisors who very directly, closely work with the other employees. like shop floor managers likewise. So they perform or they comes under the category of lower level managers. So they develop plans for day-to-day activities. For day-to-day operational plans are prepared by them, right? How to achieve this weekly target, how to achieve daily targets, how to maintain the machine. Like us, very daily basis, operational level decisions and plans are made by them. Then, under them, other non-managerial employees are there. So you have to understand this middle level managers are communicating or coordinating both top layer and the lower layer, right? So when they are performing these tasks, when they are working in these categories, they need to have some sort of skills. You can't just become a manager. So you need to have some sort of skills. For that, we identify there are 3 types of managerial skills. And I'll just write down them in this manner. These are the 3 types of skills that a manager requires. Conceptual skills, human or interpersonal skills, technical skills. Conceptual, by the term itself, understand. Conceptual skill means your ability to conceptualize the things, visualize the things, your cognitive capacity, the ability you have to see something, forecasting, analyze things, and have deep level understanding and make big plans. That is your conceptual skill, that is your conceptual ability. Then interpersonal or human skill, of course, again, term itself says us your ability to work with others, your ability to deal with people, your ability to manage human, your ability to maintain good interpersonal relationships. That is the second skill that is required by a manager. Third part, technical skills. Your technical knowledge, whether you know how to operate a particular machine, whether you know how to have a production, maybe a blueprint, maybe a layout, maybe a product plan, right? Very, very technical things, how to handle tools, machines, that technical aspect, that knowledge, that is technical skill. Now, when I explain you these 3 layers of managers and the 3 skills required by them, can you combine these 2 concepts together? Think about the roles played by these 3 managerial layers, their responsibility level, and the nature of the skills required by them. So, which skill is required by which category of managers? Which skill is mostly required by which category of managers? How can you combine these 2 concepts together? Yes? Any idea?
The technical maybe for the lower level.
Technical for the lower level. Okay.
Yes.
I think
Human.
conceptual skills to the top management, technical to the lower management, and human interpersonal is equally distributed to all the management.
Okay, that is your idea. Anyone else? Anyone else? Yes.
All 3 is needed to all the levels.
All three is equally or differently? What do you think?
Maybe differently.
Maybe differently. Okay. Yes. Anyone else?
Conceptual for top management, interpersonal for middle management, technical for lower management.
Lower management. Right. Okay. Now we are getting different answers. So,
I think all
yes.
three categories should be have every management, but the that conceptual, it is coming more rely on that top management, and it is same that what you draw that triangle, it is distributing that way, I guess.
Okay. Right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for contributing and being interactive during the lecture. Yes, my dear friends, you came up with different ideas. So, our understanding according to the concept, according to the theory, if you want, you can challenge, okay? No issue. You can challenge theories with your experience at any time. So, according to the understanding, we have this should be equally distributed, right? These lines should, okay, I'll draw it again so that you won't confuse. Just assume all three layers of the rectangle are equal, okay? Then, yes, since this, what am I doing here? Right. Okay. Since this conceptual skill relates to the cognitive capacity, your ability to analyze things, forecast things, and understand what's coming and plan accordingly. And that is what exactly top managers are doing and their strategic plans. Therefore, yes, of course, these conceptual skills are highly required by top managers. On the other hand, yes, technical, it's all about machine, day-to-day activities, operational activities. And the people who always tackle those things are the lower level managers. Therefore, most of the technical skills are mostly required by lower level people. Right? But understand that even though top managers require a majority of the major amount of mostly conceptual skills, but even the top managers also need to have some amount of technical skills, right? Some amount of technical skills are required by them. Otherwise, how can they survive? In some organizations, you may have heard, father passed down the company to the son. The first task assigned to the son by the father is to sweep the production floor or the company. තාත්තා පුතාට කම්පනි එක පාස් කරනකොට කරන පළවෙනි දේ ඉස්සෙල්ලා කම්පනි එක අතු ගන්න පුරුදු කරන එක. Why? If you want to go to the top, you should know from the scratch. You should know even at the very lower level, right? Therefore, even for the top managers, these technical skills, they need to have some amount of technical skills to be successful. On the other hand, for the lower level people, while they are having a majority of technical skills, while they require a higher amount of technical skills, of course, to perform their task, they need to have some amount of conceptual skill as well. Otherwise, how can they understand these instructions? How can they understand this communication? They should understand the final goal objective of the organization in order to perform, in order to handle day-to-day tasks. right? Otherwise, they will be blindly handling the other employees. Therefore, some amount of conceptual skill is needed for them to understand where my company is going on, what is happening around us, right? Then, for the middle people, since they are coordinating with both the parties, of course, they need to have a kind of similar amount of both conceptual and technical skills as well. Similar amount. Now think about these human skills. Recall the definition of an organization. It's a collection of people. It's a collection of two or more people. It's a collection of different parties who are working towards a common goal. Then again, go back to our initial discussion on management. I told you, when the company goals and objectives, organizational goals and objectives are achieved, at the end, individual goals and objectives should be able to be achieved, That means what? In an organization, there are individual personnel, individual people who are having their own agendas, their own goals, objectives, while carrying their individual goals, objectives, individual differences and everything, they contributes towards the final goal and objective. So managers, you have to deal with those people every day, every time. Right? You have to deal with all those people equally, irrespective to your level. Whether you are a top manager or a low level manager or a middle level manager. Just forget about your job. Just forget about your position. You have to work with people in the organization. Therefore, of course, dear friends, this human or the interpersonal skill is required by all the managers equally, irrespective to your job role. Because you are working with people in the organization. Organization itself is a collection of individually different people who are working towards a common goal. Right? That's the story. So, if I just draw it like this, so if I draw it like this is top managers. Was it closed? Did the screen
Yes,
sharing
it's closed. Yes, it's
Ah.
closed.
It's closed.
Now you can see, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes, you can see it.
Okay. So this is where top managers are. I think it is better if I name the uh, rows of the rectangle according to the name of the skill, I believe. Then it will be a bit clear to you. So this is conceptual skill. This is human. We have then here we have top and low level people. Right. For the top people, they need more conceptual, low technical, and same amount of human. For the lower level people, they need less conceptual, more technical, again, same human. For the middle level people, they require all these three in similar manner. I think my line should balance the aspects. Right. Okay. So these are the three layers of managers, and these are the skills required by those managers in order to perform their management process, in order to perform planning, organizing, leading, controlling, in order to utilize limited resources efficiently and effectively to achieve the common goals and organize the common goals and objectives of the organization. Right? Is this clear to all of you?
Yes. Yes, fine.
Clear, right? Okay, then if it is clear, you can take a screenshot of this before I move into the next part. Right. So now I'll go back to the slide. I'll go back to the slide, and in the managerial capacity, right? By keeping the umbrella position called manager, you all may be playing different roles in your organization. So it's same like our personal lives. That means even in our personal lives, we play different roles as a daughter or a son, again, girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, brother-in-law, sister-in-law, again, son-in-law, daughter-in-law, then friend, colleague, again, leader, likewise, as a neighbor, likewise, we are playing different roles in our personal lives. Accordingly, by applying that to the organizational context, Henry Mintzberg, he introduced a separate concept or a separate theory such as the roles of a manager. He said that any manager is performing mainly three categories of roles, and we can subdivide it into 10 roles. So here you can see the main categories of roles played by a manager are interpersonal role, informational role, and decisional role. Then he further divided those three roles, such as interpersonal was divided into figurehead, leader, and liaison role. Informational role was divided into monitor, disseminator, spokesperson role. Decisional role was divided into entrepreneur, disturber handler, resource allocator, and negotiator role. What are these? Simply, interpersonal role of a manager means your role that you are playing when working with other people. Of course, as a manager, you have to work with other people. You have to get the things done by other people, right? You have to push them, You have to motivate them likewise, and not only inside the organization, right? Remember, as a manager, you have to work with both internal and external people, internal and external parties of your organization. Therefore, the role, the category of role that you play when working with people, when maintaining interpersonal relationship with other internal and external parties of the organization, that is identified as interpersonal role. And then informational. Of course, I think the prime responsibility or the activity of a manager is to make decisions. Making correct decision is the top prime activity responsibility of a manager. In order to make those decisions correctly, any manager needs to have correct information. So that person have to obtain information and have to make a decision and has to inform those information to the other relevant parties. Likewise, when a manager is working with information, that role is identified as informational role. Then how and when they make decision, I told you that's the prime activity for manager, making decisions. In which capacity you are making decisions, at which incidents you make decisions. By covering those aspects, decisional role, the decision-making role of a manager is identified separately by the principal. Now, if we move to other subcategories of those main role categories, the first category, interpersonal role, comprises of 3 roles: figurehead, lead, and a liaison person. Figurehead means you represent the organization as a symbol of the organization. When you are having ceremonies, you represent your organization. Let's say you are sponsoring a particular reality show. So at the grand finale of that reality show, representing your organization, you are the one who participates in that event. So you represent your organization by becoming a symbol of the organization. That is your figurehead role, right? You represent your organization at other occasions, especially at events in front of others. Then you have to lead your employees. You have to motivate them. You have to guide them. You have to push them. That is your leadership role. The liaison means how you maintain relationship with the external parties. You may have to work with government organizations, maybe Central Environmental Authority, maybe Customs, maybe Inland Revenue Department. Likewise, you may have to deal with maybe with media, right? Likewise, how you maintain the relationship with other external parties, that is your liaison role as a manager. Then, under the informational role, monitoring means you have to scan the environment, you have to scan the business environment and grab the information. Right, so now apply this to your role. Huh? After explaining all these things, I'll ask you to apply this to your experience and your job role and explain me. So think how you apply this monitor role in your within your job. How you scan the business environment, how you identify the trends, how you explore the things happening around you, how you get the information from the environment, how you get information from other sources, maybe from government publication, maybe from news, maybe from international context, maybe from competitors, maybe from suppliers, maybe from customers. You are getting important information, right? Customers are providing very important information like their lifestyle, their preferences, their feedback on your product, likewise. How you obtain those information from different parties, that is your monitor. Then gathering all information and keeping it only with you is not enough. As a manager, you should disseminate, you should distribute the important information among other members of your organization. You have to inform them to your other managers, maybe to top managers, lower managers, middle managers. Likewise, you have to inform them. So distributing information among the relevant parties of the organization is identified as the disseminator role. Then spokesperson. How you distribute your internal information to the external parties. That is your spokesperson role. Let's say now there is a kind of a lawsuit going against your company. In order to clear out the goodwill, good image of your company, you hold a press conference and say this is what happening. So at that time, you communicate your information, organizational information to the general public or media, to other parties. So if you distribute your information to the other people, other parties, external parties on behalf of your organization, that is a spokesperson role, right? That is all about handling information in and out, internal and external. Then finally, if we go to decisional category, it comprises of 4 sub-roles: entrepreneur, disturbance handler, resource allocator, and negotiator. So Henry Mintzberg said, in these 4 capacities, you are making decisions in your organization. First of all, as an entrepreneur. That means as an innovator, as a person who brings creativity, innovation to the organization, as a person who brings novel business ideas, novel products to the organization, or as the person who initiate the business organization itself, you become an entrepreneur and you make relevant decisions, right? Because in the top management category, the owner of the organization can also be there. He or she may be involving in management activities most of the time. So, as the entrepreneurial capacity, managers are making decisions. What to do, how to do, what to produce, how to produce, how much to produce, which new components to be added, which new technological aspects to be embedded in the product or in the service. Likewise, entrepreneurial decisions are made. Then, managers are always handling disturbances. Maybe natural disasters, maybe government rules, regulation, tax law. So things happening in the international market or happening in international political environment. Likewise, there can be different disturbances happening to your organization and its process from the external environment. So time to time, you have to face them. You have to make relevant decisions. Classic example, COVID-19, and even the geopolitical wars happening across countries currently. So when those situations occurred, when there are influences for your business operations, you have to quickly make decisions as to how you surpass these issues and overcome these disturbances. During COVID-19, what to do? Online delivery or online ordering systems. Likewise, how to handle that disturbance for your operation, how to handle your employees, work from home. Likewise, when the disturbances occur, how you handle it? You have to make decisions at those times. That is disturbance handler role. Then, by skipping the next one, I'll go to negotiator role. That is how you make decisions as a negotiator between internal external parties. Maybe you have to negotiate with your suppliers regarding the prices of your raw material. You may have to negotiate with your employees or your trade union regarding their salaries, overtime, or bonus. So, as a negotiator with other parties, how you are making decisions for the betterment, for the benefit of the organization. That is your negotiator role. And also, remember, resources are limited, You have to allocate those resources among uh, members of the organization, among tasks of the organization, among departments of the organization. At that time, you have to make decision. Right? What is the budget that you are going to allocate for the marketing activities? What is the budget that you are going to allocate for HR activities? Likewise, you have to make decisions regarding allocating resources among people, among departments, and among different tasks in the job, in the organization. So these 10 roles are identified by the Henry Mintzberg as the management roles. So in one day, you may be performing only 1 or 2 roles. Another day, you may be performing all these roles in your capacity as manager. And however, this person, this Henry Mintzberg, the scholar, researcher, he has categorized the roles played by a manager in their day-to-day activities into main 3 categories and into 10 sub-roles. That is the idea behind this theory, this concept, roles of manager. Now, after discussing all these things, I am going to hand over the forum to you. Now, please speak up. Tell me how this management process happened in your company, how you handle efficiency, effectiveness, whether there are that 3 layers in your organization or whether it is different in your organization, what kind of skills are required by you, or whether you agree with this theory, this role of a manager, whether you agree with this or not, whether you play these roles, or whether you are having another different set of roles other than this. Please speak up. The things that we learned so far, please apply it to your experience and your job role, your current job role, and tell me, because I don't know anything about your supply chain management, procurement, and those things. Now talk. Tell me.
I'm sure I'm working as showroom manager at Russell Beticle branch.
Yes, yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah. Actually, according to my level is I'm working as a manager, but the lower level, the management level. So as you mentioned that the technical part is one of the main important thing to sell the product to the customers, because without that the product knowledge or the technical information, it's very difficult. Likewise, as a manager, I want to manage my people, sales executives, stockkeepers, cashiers, all of these
Yeah,
people.
your voice is breaking. Maybe a
So
connection issue.
definitely, I should have that the interpersonal skills as well. That concept too much that. So, yes, can you hear me now?
Yeah, now okay. In the meantime, there was kind of a disturbance. Okay, continues, yeah.
Yeah, the human interpersonal skills definitely that needed to manage my staff, storekeeper, cashier, and sales executive. It's conceptual, that thing not much needed more to me.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, that's a part me, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much, Siad. So, are you playing all these roles in your capacity?
Uh, roles, maximum, not all the roles, but some of that actually I'm doing that. For an example, the license role, that definitely we need to talk. We need to talk with the building department, contractors association, and other departments. So definitely it should be there. Likewise, the information roles, we need to get information about our competitors and information to and need to share to my sales staff to be ready to get advantage of that. Likewise, if there is any some conference or what other things I need to be attended to deliver my the company's the product knowledge or something like to the people. So not all, some of that, yeah, I'm attending that. Agree.
Right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for opening up the forum and applying it and sharing your experience with us here.
Thank you, Miss.
Okay? Yes. Yes. Another colleague?
Yeah,
Yes,
according to my
Sitamini.
according to my role, I have to liaise with external parties. My main external parties shipping companies, freight forwarding companies. Then I come to information role. Yeah, monitoring is monitoring is a big part of my role. I have to monitor the trends of suppliers. Then disseminator. I am working as a disseminator also because I have to distribute information within my company and my colleagues that information belongs to regarding the prices of material and then price comparisons against many suppliers, then that delivery terms likewise, right? Then a spokesperson on behalf of company. Yes, I'm a spokesperson because I have to always communicate with our vendors at the vendor management process. Then I come to this decisional role. Yes, I am a disturbance handler. Always I have to handle a lot of disturbances because suppliers are always disturbing when at the payment process and when negotiating delivery terms and like things. Because suppliers are always disturbing us, so I have to handle those things. Then actually negotiator, yes, I am a negotiator because when we are working with suppliers, we have to always negotiate so many things to get the maximum benefit to company.
Right. That's really good, Sitamini. Thank you very much for your elaborative explanation. Thank you very much. It's interesting to listen to your industry experience, real world experience,
Yeah.
and it's
my hands-on experience. Yeah.
Yes, so actually, as an academic, it's nice to see how theories are mingled with real world applications. That is a real spirit at the end of the day, and I really prefer teaching MBA classes than undergraduate classes because of that reason. We can see how the experience and real world knowledge is mixed up with theory, right? Thank you so much for your contribution as well. Yes. Anyone else?
Why costing and budgeting is not included here?
Costing and budgeting is not included under roles.
Mm.
So how can we think that, Ashok? What do you think? Don't you think it is included under another role, costing and budgeting? Isn't it
Say
relevant?
forecasting.
It is their resource allocator.
That's what I wanted to ask. Isn't it a decisional role?
Okay.
Costing, budgeting is all about resource allocation, right? How you handle the monetary resource that you have.
Yeah, that can be included, right? Yes.
Yeah. So I think in that way. So thank you, Situmini. Thank you very much for contributing to that discussion. I really love that way. When a friend is asking something, please open up and talk. That should be MBA. Yes, Dinesh?
Yeah, in
And
my case,
Kirupakaran
actually,
is also there, yes.
okay. He can continue if he's available.
No, it's okay, Dinesh. You can talk. Then Kirupakaran can
Yeah.
also talk. There's no limitation.
Okay. In my case, actually, I have we are a project based. So in that project, I'm the contract engineer on that project. What my role is, we have employer as well as the contractor. So we are the supervision consultancy firm. So from our side, what we are monitoring in my role is I'm monitoring that both the parties whether they are working, whether they are following the contractual matters in our project. So in this case, I'm thinking that what is my level? Uh, it is uh, it is again I can't understand that because we have that different project base. In that project base mean we have different category. One is employer, ourselves is a supervision consultant, and other thing is a contractor. So in our company, yes, we have manager and director, and they are not involved in the contract in that project. So in our project, we have project manager. Then our level is next level. So below that, again, we have some engineers and some site engineers and what call site inspectors. So in this case, I believe I'm falling into that mid-level manager level.
Yes, that is what I also understood. Yes. Yes, so Dinesh, you wanted to confirm that whether you are falling under.
Yes,
I
I
think
thought
yes,
I
that
also
managing
think
director they
yeah.
comes under top, and your level comes middle, and that other engineers who are working under that, I think they comes under lower, right?
Yes, I do. I think so.
Yes, as you explain, that is how I can apply theory to your company. I believe so. So, in your capacity, according to your job role, are you playing these roles as introduced by Mintzberg?
Mhm. Yes, one thing I think we are doing that leadership. I'm doing that role.
Of course, I think
And
almost all the managers should play that leader role. That's obvious, right?
yes, and apart from that, again, negotiator also because some case both the parties should come to one place. We actually mediator. We are doing that mediator role. So I think it is again we are doing that negotiation with the contractor as well as the employer. So other than that, I don't again monitoring. Yes, that one also we have that. I'm having that role as well. So that's it, I think.
Okay, that means in a nutshell, you're also performing all three main categories, right? Interpersonal, informational, decision. So,
Yes, I
yeah.
think so.
Yeah, I think that theory is still valid even at your organization in your field of work as well. Yes, I think we had Kirupakaran as well. He wanted to contribute, I think.
Yes, madam.
Yes.
Actually, as I am the chief accountant, I feel I am in the middle level of this
Yes.
level because head of the department is there. And I feel I am doing the conceptual, human, and technical three part. I am doing that because sometimes I have to do the technical part also. Not always. Even I am in the middle.
Examples, Kirubakaran, can you please explain us? Then actually, all of us can learn how to apply the things.
Yes, when we make a decision to purchase, as you said, when we decide to purchase a machinery or whatever it is, I have to add my idea also there. How should be. Likewise, always I have the human or interpersonal relationship. Conceptual also, most of the time I have to use it.
Yes, because even as middle managers, you have to contribute to the, you have to support top managers, right? You have to give your ideas, your feedback. For
Yes,
that, you
always
also
we
need
have
to
to do.
have your understanding about the environment, what competitors are doing, right?
Yes.
Yes. So even for the lower level manager, that's why we are saying to implement the top managers' decisions and plans, even the lower level managers need to have. On the other hand, think about that. Not only to implement their decisions and plans,
Yes.
even the lower level managers can contribute to make decisions and develop plans by giving their ideas,
Yes,
their
sure.
suggestions, their feedback. So for that also they need to have some conceptual skill, creativity, analytical ability, the forecasting the future likewise, right? So both arrows goes top to bottom and bottom up both ways in an
Yes.
organization. Yes, thank you very much. Since you told that
Likewise.
one, I could explain that part as well.
Likewise, roles also we have. I think we have the role for the three categories: interpersonal or informational or decisional, but not always. Sometimes, as a financial section head, I have to spearhead my financial sections. Leader also at that time. So interpersonal, we have to act as we have to roll up the interpersonal also. Then informational also come under my level, I think, because the receiving information and sending information to the other people's. Likewise, decisional roles also there. We have to resource allocation or budget allocation, everything we have to do. As I am in the middle level, but I think I have to act for three roles.
Yes. Okay, thank you very much, Kirupagaran. Thank you so much for showing us how to apply the things to your job and everything. Anybody else who would like to contribute before moving on to the next part?
Yes, hi, ma'am.
Hello, Adil. Yes, please.
Yeah. So I actually work for a multinational elevator company called Kone Elevator, and I handle mainly the welfare supply, the supply of welfare, mainly all the welfare related items like part of the HR and part of, I mean, all the consumables that they use and all the equipments that they use. You know, mainly part of uh, everything that a worker requires, because the top management, yes, we are, our main office is in UAE, and you know, part of the management is in Finland, so it's a large company. So the top management is mainly not here. So the middle management would be us, and then the lower would be the technicians. So I am handling most of the supply. If you say, for example, in here in the Middle East, we need the QID. So we mainly the whatever the documents that they want for the QID is being handled by me. And then moving forward, they require all the uniforms and they require the tools. So from that point, I'm part of the supply team. So I'm handling a fraction of the sourcing as well. So yeah, so if you look at some of the roles, I represent the organization at certain business exhibitions that are there here in Qatar. So sometimes we have to go and portray ourselves to whichever vendors and suppliers that are there, to get a proper pricing and show our requirement to them. And the other thing is, I have a few workers and employees that are under me. Mainly, it's the warehouse team. So I have to act as a leader also with them. I also have to act as a leader with my suppliers, my vendors, and those freight forwarders, and also ensure that the distribution channel doesn't have any hiccups due to
Yeah.
situations that are there. So I believe that I act as a liaison. I have the liaison role as well because I maintain relationships with vendors. I go for meeting and greeting with them. We have discussions about future trends and future activities that could harm our business, as well as might be able to gain something also in the future. So the other thing is about monitoring. Yes, we always have to, since we are an international company and we are based in an international zone, we do have a lot of interference happening around. So we always have to be with the closely to the government and check on what our neighboring countries are also doing, because it also affects us. Because yeah, we are part of since it's Qatar, our whole Middle East is one now, and UAE, UAE, Saudi Arabia, and Bahrain, Kuwait are all we all merged together. So if whatever affects Saudi is going to affect us, now it's the FIFA and everything. So uh, disturbance handler, yeah, mainly we have issues. We have issues with distribution channel, and sometimes there are price hikes due to government issues and all, and global issues, mainly global issues.
Mainly global, yeah.
Yeah, so I have to address those issues to the higher top management so that we could actually shift from one channel to the distribution channel to another distribution channel. And yeah, resource allocating, I have been given a budget, and that budget is mainly based on whatever targets that we whatever profits that we expect to be there to be coming up in the future. So I have to allocate my resources accordingly to match those profits and match the future targets. We might have future projects also coming up, but so we have to allocate our resources accordingly. And of course, negotiate with suppliers happens like every time. I'm now also negotiating with the supplier. Yeah, so that is what I believe I am doing.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much, Adil. I think your explanation was very elaborative and you explained every aspect, which is really good. So I invite all our other learning partners and colleagues to apply the things in that manner. Apply each and every concept to your role and do not fear to even challenge the theory, right? So if theory says like this and if doesn't happen in your company at your role, so you can commonly argue, right? Not openly argue. You can say even though theory says like that, yeah, according to the practical situation, this is what happened in our organization. This is what happened in our in my role. So please keep practicing that way. Understand the theory, apply it, demonstrate that you understand the theory and you have the ability to apply it to your practical world of work. Then finally, come up with your critical tone. Whether you agree with the things, whether you disagree with the things, whether you have suggestions for further improvements. Please, even when you write the answers for not only for the project, for your final exams, even at your presentations, throughout this journey, have that practice, okay, when developing your answers. Thank you very much for everyone who contributed. So I believe others will also contribute at the final part of the lecture as well. So then I'll again move to the paint canvas just to show you one other thing. And something that I wanted to tell you again is, remember, even though this hierarchy is drawn like this. Even though these decisions, instructions, plans may be communicated from top to bottom, it's very important to flow information, information, feedback, creative ideas, suggestions from bottom up as well. That's important, right? Therefore, in an organization, we have both vertical relationships and also horizontal relationships. Vertical relationship means the relationships that we have between departments. Oh, not the departments, between the layers. Between management layers, the relationships that you are having, we identify them as vertical relationships. Horizontal relationships, we identify them as the interrelationships that you are having within a same layer. That means between departments. Now the marketing department, HR department, accounting department, all of us, I mean, all these managers are working under the middle layer. So between them, across those departments, we are having relationships. For them, we call horizontal organizational relationships, and between the layers, we identify them as vertical relationships. Anyway, all these vertical and horizontal relationships are highly, highly, highly important for the success of the organization. Both top down, bottom up, vertical, horizontal, all the relationships do matter, right? So, with all these skills, layers, and everything, what a manager does, he or she performs management process. So, we have to understand management is a process. Process means it has interrelated, interdependent components. Process is a collection of interrelated and interdependent components. So that means all the components in that process are connected with each other. The function of one component is highly important for the function of the other component. They are dependent on each other and they are related to each other. They are working together. By working together, they achieve the final goal, final target of the entire process. Like it's like our systems inside the body. So by combining all the systems of our body works. Inside each and every system also there are different components. Right? Think about our digestive system. There are different components in that system, and that entire system contributes to the better functioning of the body, the whole body. So process means something like that. It's a collection of systems, collection of components which are interrelated and interdependent and working together towards a common goal. So likewise, this management is also a process because it has 4 functions, 4 components working together. They are interrelated and interdependent, and they are working together to achieve the final goals and objectives of the organization. Right? This management process, as I explained you, it starts with planning, then it goes to organizing, then it goes to leading, then it goes to controlling, and at controlling, it doesn't stop. This management process is not a linear process, which starts from planning and ends with controlling. No, it's not linear, it's a circular process. Why? After controlling, again, it goes to planning. Now, assume that now you have planned and you have executed, you have allocated resources, you have developed departments, and you have communicated the goals to employees, you have motivated them, and now the organization starts functioning. at the end of the first month, you are evaluating performance, your sales, your profit, employee performance. Likewise, whether you have legal consequences, legal disputes, whether you have ethical concerns, whether you have environmental issues. Likewise, you evaluate your performance in every aspect of the organization. That is controlling stage. At that controlling stage, you identify discrepancies, the differences or the gap between your plan and your actual performance, gap between your desired, expected performance and the actual performance. Then what you have to do? You have to correct it, right? You have to take corrective actions, corrective measures. Or sometimes you will have to change your plan, entire plan. So controlling provides a feedback for the plan as well. Therefore, management is not a linear process, it's a circular process. All the functions are connected to each and everything. So under planning, you decide what to do and how to do the things. Under organizing, you identify the tasks to be performed, resources required, and how to allocate different tasks and resources to different people and jobs and departments, and how to coordinate it. All those things are considered under organizing. Then you motivate people, communicate with people, you push people towards this decided common goal. Then time to time you compare actual performance with the expected performance and take corrective action. This is the management process. By playing these four functions, I mean by playing this entire management game only, you will be able to achieve common goals and objectives of the organization by utilizing resources efficiently and effectively. So this is the management process, right? So from next week onwards, we'll be discussing these four functions separately. Planning, organizing, leading, controlling, we can discuss them separately. So when we develop all these management concepts, right? I'm going to stop sharing. If you just want, you can take a screenshot or you can just draw this. So when these management concepts are evolving, it has a history. So like human civilization evolution, these management concepts also have evolved throughout the history. So at this final half an hour of our lecture today, I'll just tell you the historical journey of management and what's the current state and what will happen next. Likewise, the journey of management will decide. So it's like a story, even at the very primitive stages of human civilization, management was there. Not business management, but management. Think about that Vedda system, pastoral system, hunter-gathering system. So people, human being, they got together. They had common objective. It's a very primary thing that to survive, eat, and have shelter, water, and having sex, having kids, the very basic primary requirements. Even at that time, management concepts were there because they were working as a team, they were having common objective to hunt the things and come back and eat what they hunted together. Likewise, and there were leaders appointed for different tribes. Likewise, small management concepts were there, seen naturally, inherently they were there. Then think about the shift from agricultural era to industrial era, especially with industrial revolution. The people were farming for their own consumption. Then thereafter, farming was expanded for commercial purpose. At the same time, with the industrial revolution happened in Europe, many factories, many industries were developed. So even though people were producing the things for their own consumption before then, they started manufacturing those things at large scale with a commercial purpose, with a profit motive. to sell the excess to others and earn something. Then the people who were cultivating at rural areas, they came to urban areas, they employed at factories, and that is how capitalism, profit motives, and all those things started. That was a turning point of the management discipline as well. With factories and everything, people wanted a theoretical kind of technical understanding as to how these factories should be managed, how to manage people, how to manage production flow, how to manage the belt system of the production. So with that, scholars, researchers who lived in different countries around the world, across the world, they came up with different theories, concepts regarding management. This is how you should manage employees. This is how you should manage organization. Likewise, different management concepts came into the play. So I'll share the paint canvas again, and if I just jot down the things, if I just note down the things, we identify the main eras of management evolution, such as classical approach of the management, then behavioral approach, then management science approach, and thereafter some recent developments such as systems management, participative management, contingency management, and more importantly and recently, technology-driven organizations. Likewise, management concepts were evolved across the history according to the changes happened. This should be management, right? 1E is right? Okay, so right. So how these changes happen? In this classical approach, actually within the classical approach, we identify some other different theories such as scientific theory, bureaucratic theory, administrative theory. I'm not going to explain those things in detail to you. At undergraduate level, we teach them, but at your level, I'm not going to teach you them in very detailed manner. They are kind of technical and boring part. So instead of explaining these scientific, administrative, bureaucratic theories separately, I'll just explain them under classical approach. So this classical approach actually came into the play with this industrial revolution and when factories were developed in the history. So here under classical approach, it's a very technical approach. That means the scholars who develop this technical classical approach to management, they said, look here, the purpose of organization is to produce at maximum level. So organization should maximize their productivity, efficiency, effectiveness. For that, employees should be trained properly. The most highlighting theory under this classical approach is the scientific approach, right? So this, I just note that scientific theory is the most highlighting theory under classical approach. So those scholars said So, if you want to get the maximum productivity, efficiency, effectiveness for your company, you have to have very technical management system. You have to select your employees in a scientific way, and you have to train them in a very methodical, scientific, technical way. And there should be one best method to perform a task. There are no multiple ways to do a task. That means employees are not allowed to freely and flexibly uh, undertake their roles. They were trained to do the job, and they wanted to do the job. They are required to do that job as long as they work in that company. So repetitive tasks were performed by employees across their journey. So specialization concept came into the play with that one. You know, when a particular employee is doing the same task over and over again, when repetitive tasks are done, that person comes specialized in that job. So job specialization, division of labor, those concepts were emerged. The entire production process was categorized or broke down into small activities, and employees were separately assigned to perform those small activities, and repetitively they were doing the same job. So breaking down the entire production process into small tasks is division of labor. Through division of labor, since employees are performing the same task repetitively, specialization occurred. That's how they wanted to increase the productivity. When a person is specialized in doing a particular task, then wastage defects are minimized. That person's speed of doing the thing is increased, and he or she does it very accurately, and he or she find some shortcuts to short methods to perform that task very efficiently, effectively. So those benefits are there. That's how those factories tried to achieve the productivity. So human concern were very less. Even the relationship between manager and the employees, among co-workers, it was not that healthy. Those characteristics were there in the classical approach. Then, when these things are gradually evolving, scholars understood that look here, not only under this classical approach, they believed and they identified that employees can be motivated by giving um, economic rewards, by paying them well for their labor. They can be motivated. But with the time being, there are different what do you call rebels were there, revolutionary acts were there, especially with Russia. Likewise, in those countries, employee movements were there. Likewise, with gradual developments, scholars identified that, okay, just by treating the employees as machines, you won't be able to run any longer. You will have to hit the brake at some point if you consider employees as just machine, and if you think they can be motivated just by giving economic rewards. No, there is a human factor in the organization. They identified it. A major contribution to this behavioral approach is the Hawthorne experiment. Hawthorne experiment. At the Hawthorne plant of the Western Electric Company at Chicago, they performed a series of experiments using employees, by experimenting the behavior of employees. So they revealed a lots of important findings related to the behavior of human beings at work. They identified how people work as groups, how they compromise in order to protect the group members, right? How they behave when a supervisor is there. Likewise, they identify the behavior of people inside an organization. On the other hand, they identified that employees should be treated as a very unique, important resource in the organization. Therefore, the concern for the human factor was emerged at the behavioral approach. Then thereafter, with the World War II, right? After World War II, many mathematical techniques were used for the World War. Thereafter, with that experience, organizations also tried or started to adapt those mathematical systems to manage organization. So under the management science approach, what is the main idea is mathematical and computerized methods are applied, are adapted under organization business management. So I think currently you may also be using these techniques in your job role. So computerized programs are already there. Mathematical systems such as, let's say, linear programming, simulation, network analysis, likewise,
5S.
next part. Sorry?
5S method.
Sorry?
5S method.
5S quality concern.
Yeah.
Yeah, so mostly the mathematic parts itumini, okay?
Alright.
Not more the quality aspects, but the how max is important in making management decisions. Now in network or project analysis, you can identify which investment option is more viable, more beneficial, right? So mathematical process helps you to make that management decision. So that practice was started after World War II and it is identified as management science approach. Ganitha karma කොහොමද management decisions ගන්න පාවිච්චි කරේ. How mathematical methods and computerized systems were adapted in making management decisions. That started under management science approach. Thereafter, recently, now we are having some other different recent development. So before going into recent development, just to have a what do you call interesting finish off for the lecture, I'll just show you a video. This video clip is from the movie called Modern Times of Charlie Chaplin, produced in 1936. Charlie Chaplin is well recognized as as an artist who can show us the pathetic side of the society through what do you call comedy. Actually, his films are more towards sarcasm. ඒවා hina වෙන්න විහිළුම නෙමෙයි. උපහාසය තියෙන he criticized the social system. නිකම්ම මිනිස්සු එයාගේ act එකට hina වෙනවට වඩා, especially this modern times, through that even though we laugh, behind that he criticized the factory system at that time. So we'll just watch this movie clip and we'll understand how scientific management and classical management approaches were there. How Charlie Chaplin shows it to us from his movie. We'll watch this.
Section 5, give it a limit.
Right? So even without saying a single word, how much he demonstrated the nature of the classical approach, nature of scientific management. Could you see the work environment, the factory premises? It's very technical, and the relationship between co-workers, no harmony between them. The relationship between the supervisor and the employee, and how the employees are treated, and their how it affects their social life, how it affects their mentality, right? And they want continuous production, continuous work, even the repetitive tasks by the same person, that is specialization, division of labor, and everything. The think about the duration of that video clip, a very small video clip, no single word, but nicely he demonstrated the uh, half of the social life and the factory management. Right? Here, there is a very funny video of the same film. I'm not going to show you that. I'll just uh, send the link to your chat. You leisurely watch it after the lecture. Okay? It's a food machine scene of modern times. So it's so I'll put it to the chat to everyone. To take this link and watch this part of the movie. It's that the company management wants to introduce a food machine for employees so that their lunchtime can be reduced. Reducing the lunchtime and utilize it to the production and enhance the productivity. ඒ level එකට යනවා. කන්න දෙන වෙලාවත් machinize කරන්න තමයි යන්නේ to improve the productivity, and you just watch what happens to Charlie Chaplin. It's really funny, and even the entire film is available. You can watch it online. Worthy watching. Old movie එකක්, all is gold. So it's worthy watching, right? So that is how the evolution, historical evolution of management thought, management concepts were there. So now we have some recent developments, recent ideas. Systems approach means you see the entire organization as a single whole, as a whole unit. Actually, organization is a system, right? It has all interrelated, interconnected components, both internal and external. Your suppliers, customers, government, media, neighbors of your company, then internally, managers, owners, employees, resources of the company, company culture, everything. All those components together, it creates the organizational performance, or it creates the company as a whole. So this systems approach says that when you are managing the organization, you need to understand that systemic view. You need to have a helicopter view regarding your organization. You need to have a proper holistic picture of the organization. You need to understand how the things are related to each other. And once you do something from this end, what consequences will be there to other components and to the other end of the company. So likewise, considering the organization as a whole, perform your perform your management activities. That is the idea behind systems approach. Then the participative management means you take the participation of your employees, even the lower level employees, for your management decision making, right? So when company structures are getting more flat, when more hierarchical layers were abolished, when people started to work as teams, when human factor was placed high concern, um, scholars, even the practitioners, even the managers understood that getting the participation of all employees is an important factor, is an important factor. On one way, you can motivate them, you can enhance their contribution, their loyalty. On the other hand, you can get very important insights, inputs from them. Their creativity, suggestions, feedbacks, they matter a lot in making correct decision. So participative management means when you solve problems, when you make decision, even when you set performance targets for employees, you take their consent, you take their participation. So that is participative management. Contingency management, that say that we can't have a universal management approach to manage all the situation, especially contemporary current business environment is very dynamic, it's changing very quickly, very rapidly, and it's hard to forecast the changes happen even, right? Unpredictable changes are happening at unprecedented rate. Therefore, you can't apply one particular management approach to a particular company. Instead, what managers has to do is you have to adapt or you have to change your management style according to the situation, according to the context. So this contingency approach is named as situational approach as well, either contingency approach or situational approach. So it says according to the situation, you adapt your management style. And finally, now we discuss about technology-driven approaches, technology-driven organizations. Of course, digitalization, robotics, AI, we cannot remove them. They are inevitable factors in contemporary organizational life. So there are both pros and cons. So whether it will abolish the employment opportunities. On the other hand, it creates new job opportunities. So are we ready to embrace those new jobs by abandoning the traditional jobs that we played, that we performed across these years? And whether the human factor is really needed in these technology-driven organization, yes or no? Whether we can totally remove that human factor just because we are having high-end technologies like this. Many discussions are going on. So assignment has also placed with this focus, right? So you have to read more regarding this technology-driven organizations, their practices, benefits, their challenges, and negative impact. Likewise, you have to refer more. You have to refer to real world examples, real companies like Walmart, Amazon. They are already using this AI and everything to their organizations. Whether they are doing well, whether they have failed. You have to read, you have to research. Then you have to apply it to your company and the context you are working, especially to your job role. We are performing this supply chain management, procurement, those things. Whether you can apply these technology thing to your job, whether it's already taken place, whether it's on its way, whether it can be applicable. Like as a critical explanation is expected from you in the assignment as well. However, now we are at this state, how to manage technology driven organization. So on one hand, you have to manage technology. On the other hand, you have to manage human. So you have to balance the scale, whether it's possible, it's challenging. So those things are discussed in contemporary management discussion. That's why I have put technology-driven management approach as the final part of under this recent development. So the slides that I have given to you may be quite different to this. Okay, so you can just refer to slide, you can read it, and my discussion is not solely depend on slides. Some slides are not discussed. Some things that I discussed are not in slides. However, you just refer to both. Read the slides. I understand the concept in the slide. More importantly, pay your attention to the things that I discussed with you during our interactive sessions, right? So with this, you can take a screenshot or write down this part as well. This is the evolution of management concept. So with that, my part is over. I mean, the theoretical part or the concept that I have to discuss with you and deliver plan for today is over. So finally, I'll open up the forum for you. How you, whether you experience this evolution of management or where your companies, what kind of management approaches are utilized, employed by your companies, by you, by your role. Please share with me. That is the final interactive discussion that we are going to do for today. Yes? Which management approaches are used by you, your role, your company, you have experienced? Please share with us. Yes, my dear friends, are you sleeping? Or are you already sleeping?
In my company, still we are following management science approach. Yeah, we are basically considering that figures, numbers, that how is the invoice volume, how is the sales volume, likewise. But gradually we are trying to move to that latest trends like AI and big data analysis and things.
That means it means your company can move from management science to technology driven. But at the same time, you can use these systems participative contingency as well. It's not like if you follow one approach, you cannot exercise the other one. No, you can exercise them. Multiple approaches can be exercised at once, because even though you are having technology driven approach, still you can have the systems approach, right? Still you can see the organization as an entire whole and make your decisions, right? So according to
Ma'am, according to that management science approach, actually that ERP system also considered as a management science approach.
Yes, we can consider it, but advanced options of that may move you from management science to technology driven.
Yeah.
That's how.
Yeah, actually, that when we are taking that some companies, they are using robots and you for packing and delivering things, right? Warehouse operations, especially for warehouse operations.
Warehouses, the Amazon, Walmart, they are classic examples for that.
Yeah.
If you watch the videos of Amazon, it's really amazing. Right? They have developed separate paths for robots and separate paths for human being employee, so that they do not cross each other. And the robots pathways are designed through kind of sensors. According to the sensor, they go to the relevant rack and they pick the relevant item and pack. So that kind of a process is there. That kind of a method is there. So you watch them. It will be important for you to complete your assignment as well.
But when I have experience regarding that automated packaging system, I am dealing with Australian-based suppliers. One supplier has that automated packing system, right? Then if we order tiny item like pen, they pack that they are using big box to pack it. Because of that automated system, they can change the size of
Customize
the
it.
box. Yeah. Then there is a wastage.
Yes. I think they should upgrade their technology more so that automatically packaging size should be customized according to the size of the item, right?
Actually, I asked them because of that wastage.
Yes,
They
yes.
thought that according to current situation, they are not possible. They have to use that big box. Yeah, that little item also. Yeah, that tiny item also.
Yes, that's true. There are many barriers for this technology-driven approach as well. The cost factor, if for them to upgrade their existing system to that, there may be a huge cost
Yeah,
involved in it.
transformation cost is high.
Yeah, it's really high. So you can incorporate all your experience into your assignment as well, according to the requirement of the assignment, right? Just because you are having vast experience, don't write everything.
Yeah.
Just streamline. I'm giving this advice to everyone. Streamline your knowledge and experience to the requirement of the assignment and produce a very practical, very precise report. Okay, anybody else who would like to tell us how these approaches are applied in your companies? Maybe another one or two can take the chance. Anyone who is having this participative management, who are involving even the lower level employees in decision making, meetings, circles, their ideas. Ayo, are you all sleepy and hungry? Is that the reason you all are very silent? Yeah, Subramaniam, please go ahead.
Yes, I
Yes,
am
both
working in
Subramaniam and Rashmi. Yes, go ahead.
irrigation department. In
Yeah.
our ground level, when the irrigation canals and other irrigation systems are rehabilitated, we get the opinion from the farmers. Then there are our needs are very much, but our allocation is less. So we have to prioritize the work. When prioritizing the work, we get the, some concurrence from the farmers.
Ah, right.
That's
Based
in
on
the ground
their,
level.
yeah, based on their information, you are preparing your plans.
Yes, in the next year, but item should be taken for the repairs or rehabilitation. It's decided in consultation with the farmers. They are also participating, deciding which item to be taken for rehabilitation next year.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Subramanian. Yes, that's an example for participative management. If rather than top management is deciding the things, you get others' contribution and work according to that. Management decisions are influenced by the participation of other employees. Yes, Rashmi, you were also trying to say something.
Oh yes, in addition to this participative management, actually in our company also the management like to get the ideas of employees. For that they are having focus group meetings quarterly, and they have female focus group especially for women, women empowering. So it's really good in our company, the participative management.
Yeah, thank you, Rashmi, for sharing it. It's a
Yeah.
classic example that having focus groups, it's a
Yeah.
very good characteristic of this participative management. Thank you so much for sharing it with us, right?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, then finally, anyone who can contribute regarding this contingency approach, maybe within your job role itself, if you have applied this contingency approach, any experience? apart from the managerial approaches, practices that you have been practiced so far, any situation that you adapted to the situation and changed your management style and approach according to the situation or the contingency? Any experience? Anyone? No. Then think of applying it. From Monday itself, when you go to your work from Monday, think how I can apply contingency approach in my company. Think how I can apply contingency approach within my job role, right? Think and try to apply and try to write it in your assignment as well. After attending the lecture, how you apply this contingency approach, maybe somewhere under your critical explanations or at the conclusion or whatever it is, if you have tried, write that part as well, so that I also can see how you have applied the things, how you have tried the things, right? So contingency approach, situationally, how you are going to apply your management method. Maybe sometimes you will have to apply bureaucratic method, very tough, very bureaucratic method. Sometimes you will have to apply participative method, very flexible method. Sometimes you will have to apply very human oriented method, sometimes very task oriented method. So whether you have to change that style according to the situation, whether you have done so, whether your company has done so, or whether it's applying the same management technique and same approach, same methods, same practices. So think and try to apply and give me feedback as well. Okay, so with that, I think this is the high time to stop the lecture. You may be hungry, tired, sleepy, and everything. I don't know whether you're bored with the lecture as well at the final part. So, before concluding, give me a very quick feedback. Are you all okay with today's lecture? Did you understand the concept that we discussed?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, it was really effective. So delivered. It was clearly delivered. Thank you for that.
Thank you, Rashmi.
As well, madam, that you make a very good approach in the teaching method. So this was very helpful to understand what you are telling very easily. So thank you very much, madam. So we hope as it is in the future also.
Okay, thank you very much, Mahesh.
Thank you, madam. Nicely done.
Actually,
thanks for the explanation.
Thank you, Ashok.
Yeah, the last part is because of it is not related to my part. I couldn't understand clearly, so I should go through again. I mean, something I wanted to research this one, and
Yes.
but overall lecture is very clear, and it is very interactive session, and it is really appreciating that your way how you are delivering the lecture. It's
Thank
very
you,
nice.
Dinesh. So what you can do is you can refer to the slides, again refer to the recording, lecture recording, this part again, and just go through the internet, do some research, then you will easily catch up this, okay?
Yes, it is. Thank you very much.
Okay, okay.
And ma'am, lectures had been organized well, and you have you delivered all information very clearly. And the special thing is you had to talk over 3 hours continuously. I think it is so hard. However, you did it very in fresh manner.
Thank you so much.
Even though
That credit goes to you as well. Without your contribution, I would be dull after 1 hour.
No, actually, this is an very exceptional lecture. You did
Thank
it very
you
well.
so
Thank you
much.
very much, that commitment.
Thank you so much, Situmini. And in the chat also, Siad, Ratnayaka, Gayan. Okay, thank you for your feedback. Then are you all happy with the things you understood?
Thank you very much, ma'am. It was a much
you, Adil.
explained the lecture.
Thank you very much, madam. It is very narrative. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dani. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you, madam. It's very clear and well explained. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Chaminda, for your feedback as well. All your feedback matters for me to satisfy at the end of 3 hours that our effort is useful, right? So, on the other hand, thank you so much for all of you as well. If you were not that supportive and interactive, I wouldn't be able to do this in a very successful manner, right? I'm also a human being just talking to a computer for 3 hours, even at night. So thank you very much for being cooperative and being a real MBA class, right? So I expect that you will continue it for the next days as well. Okay, then we'll wind up for the day. Thank you so much again, guys. Good night, everyone, and thank you for all your feedback again for Dilanka, Kamani, and Muhammad. Okay, Ashok, Subhasan, and Amila Prabhat. Thank you everyone for your feedback. Thank you for being an interactive class. Yes, we'll meet the other day. Good night and have a nice weekend.
Thank you and good night, madam.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you.
Good night,
Good
all.
night.
Thank you. Good night.